Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Drew. This is Mammoth Games. Again, joined by my best friend and best man in my wedding, Timothy.
Hello.
So we're playing Majora's Mask, and no, we're not doing it the right way, and no, I'm not going to tell Papa Nintendo.
We're doing it the fun way. Yeah, Miyamoto has already sent me death threats, so. Oh god. Oh, I hate these things so much.
When this is probably going to be a monetization strike against my channel, and I'm probably going to have to do some Big Daddy Suck Suck to find out what's going on.
No, I think Nintendo's good about that now. I don't know actually.
I don't know.
Is anybody good about anything on YouTube these days? Really?
I mean, Linus Tech Tips is good about giving them facts.
No, I mean like anybody that works at YouTube.
Oh. No, they're not.
I should probably make a quick save. Alright, so
what are we doing now, Dad?
Honestly, I gotta be real with you. I think it is finally time to hit up that good swamp.
The swamp that we've been avoiding for 3 episodes?
Yeah, I think it's finally time to go visit Shrek.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I need to do, actually?
What do you need to do?
Oh gosh, I need to almost choke on my spit. I need to go deposit these rupees in the bank because we actually want the reward.
Wait, there's a bank?
Yeah, the banker is a all-knowing being that transcends time and space and can store your rupees between time travels.
Wow. It's just some guy that woke up one day and was like, you know what? As of this point forward, I send my brain into the past, present, and future to monitor all bank transactions.
Actually, I think the official thing about it is you scam... Because what it looks like he does, he never says this, but he just stamps your head with how much money you have. Like, watch, he's about to do it here in a minute. He just... Lonk, is it? Got it. Won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink.
My brand.
Yeah, and then he just stamps your head, and I'm guessing he's stamping how much you have, and so you just come back in the past, before you've deposited those rupees, and say, yeah, I have 92 rupees in the bank. And he just takes them out of, someone else's money.
Man, if I was that guy, I would be so confused because I'd be like, wait a minute, I own and operate this bank. I've never seen this man in my life.
Exactly. Yeah, he's just like, oh, you must be a customer. You have my stamp.
I give you my stamp of approval.
So, yeah, I think the official word is you just scam hard.
I like it. I'm down.
Okay, so we need to get into the swamp. The usual way you get into the swamp is if I were to give that witch in the woods a red potion, she for some reason, runs the boat cruise in the swamp.
There's a boat cruise.
Yeah, it's on this thing right here. And normally you can't get past those Octoroks because, hey, you're not supposed to have the Zora mask or the hook shot or anything else that can kill those Octoroks right now.
Right.
So normally taking the boat cruise is the only way to get past here, but we don't care about boat cruises.
Man, that's got to be annoying. Early game.
Yeah, all these official things you have to do.
Like that's got to be for real.
Remember how I talked about the guards in Clocktown being bad guards because they just let you walk past them? I'm gonna spend a little extra time just showing how bad these guards are. So I'm gonna do a save state here, just because we're gonna bypass them a couple ways. First of all, we're gonna do something cool that's probably gonna take me a couple tries. Oh, actually, I've done this trick before, huh? Oh, my first try. So I can just slide past them. If you remember, that was how we got up the ramp in the snowy area.
Right, you just kind of shonk.
Yep, I just kind of slide past them. The other, much easier way to do it is... Oh, well, okay. I see people do it an easier way, but I don't know. Is you just hop up on this fence, turn this way, and backflip over their head. and the game crusts real hard. All right, so
I
we're
am impressed.
gonna try anyway. It's very hard to get ISG off this sign. Oh man. Yeah, when you're facing sideways like this, it's really hard to get ISG. But you can just do it that way, and it's really easy, but you only get one chance. And then we're going to go in here, and we're just going to skip everything that this palace ever loved.
I do not like this top-down.
Oh, I don't either, especially because I do stupid mistakes like that. But that's not the top-down's fault. Are you? Okay, listen here. This lag is... I'm blaming the lag, man.
It's all the lag's fault.
So we're going to do some bomb hovers up onto this wall, a backflip up onto this wall, and then a backflip up onto this platform. And then we're going to pull out our nifty little Deku mask. We're going to fail miserably to get in this flower. What am I doing? And then we are just going to hope that we can still catch this platform. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. All right. So we're going to get there, and then we're going to come up here. And we're just going to awkwardly. Oh, my God. Okay. Ooh, this camera anxiety, man. We're gonna fly up in here. So,
Up in here.
while we do this song, I'll detail everything I just skipped right there. So normally, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go through one side of the garden, and you're supposed to go into a grotto where a man will sell you beans. With those beans, you plant them on... Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember where you plant the beans. Oh, I said no instead of yes. Whoops. I don't remember where you plant the beans, but the beans get you... Oh my God, dude. I got to actually pay attention to this text. The beans get you to the top part of the Deku Palace, the part I bomb hovered up to.
Mm-hmm.
And then you basically have to go all around both sides of the gardens with the Deku, flying across Deku flowers to get there. So we skipped all that.
Wow.
Because bomb hovering is good. Oh, and also those guards that we skipped, I could have also just talked to them as Deku and they would have let me through, but that's no fun.
No. Why do it the easy way when you can do it the hard way?
Exactly.
That's how I live my life. Why drink sodas when you can snort them and regret it later?
Exactly. And this is the song to get into the temple. So I really wanted to not do Woodfall Temple first because I think it would be funny to not do Woodfall Temple first. But unfortunately, you get the bow in Woodfall Temple. Every temple has a theme of you get a different type of arrow in the temple. So you get the bow in Woodfall, you get the fire arrow in Snowhead, you get the ice arrow in Great Bay, and the light arrow in the last. But to use those other arrows, you have to have the bow. So can't really get away with not getting the bow.
Why is that monkey tied to a stake?
Because they want to sacrifice him to the gods. No, they think he kidnapped the Deku Princess. It was actually the boss of the dungeon that kidnapped the Deku Princess, but...
And we're not going to fight him, are we?
They're blaming... Oh yeah, we're going to fight the boss. You can't... That is one thing about Majora's Mask. Of all the crazy things you can do, you can't skip the boss fights. Well, I take that back. If you just...
I don't know. We're 3 episodes in and have a ton of stuff,
Yeah,
and we still haven't fought a boss.
If you just warp to the moon, you can skip the bosses. So here...
Can we just warp to the moon?
I cannot do moon warp. I probably could do moon warp. I haven't learned moon warp.
Ooh.
We might, you know, it'll take a while for this video to go up. I might try to learn it and do it as a bonus episode at the end.
Okay.
If we surpass 5,000 likes, guys, smash that like button.
Yeah, no thanks.
No.
This is my hobby, not my career.
No, you don't want to be elite Chad YouTuber? Yeah, so right here we're going to get Song of Soaring, which you might notice. So if you've played this game, those owl statues that I've been seeing across the world, normally you hit those with your sword, and then everyone you hit with your sword, you can use Song of Soaring to warp to them, but you have to hit them with your sword first. I'll just put it this way. We're going to be using the crap out of Song of Soaring, but we're never going to hit any of the owl statues.
Okay.
So, something to look forward to. Well, I take that back. We will be hitting one owl statue.
This one?
No. It will not be an owl statue that... Well, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
So, we're actually... So, what we could do right now is we could walk over there, go into Woodfall, you do this little thing where you climb up some stuff as Deku, and you get to the temple. We're not going to do that. That's for losers.
Okay.
We're going to warp straight to the temple in another way. So first I'm going to get this fairy so I don't die.
I thought you were straight up
please.
with the wall climb for a
Please.
second.
Whoa. Yeah, we're going to wall climb up there. No, we're going to do something much cooler. So we're going to run back to Clock Town real quick. So let's... Aw, darn. And it is day of the final day. It needs to be night. Yeah, you know what? We can beat the temple night of the final day. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Except there is something that I might need a little bit of time. No, that's fine. We're fine. No, I might actually Song of Time after this, just to give us a little bit more extra time. So this is what makes this glitch so cool. So you see this owl statue right here.
Yes.
This owl statue, there's a really cool feature about it. If you walk into West Clocktown and then look back, you can still see that owl statue, right?
Okay.
Well, not quite. Let's make it night, because we need night for this.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually stupid.
The Song of
No.
Double Time.
I can't. No. I thought I couldn't do this for a second. Actually, I'm kind of mad at myself because I could have done this a lot earlier.
What's the Song of Double Time do?
Oh, sorry. It skips from like if you're on the final day, it skips to night of the final day. Oh. If you're on night of the second day, it skips to dawn of the final day. Okay, good. We have sticks. So I actually could have done this a lot earlier than I'm doing it now. I thought we needed the bow for it. And then I thought I made a big boo-boo because I came here without the bow. But we don't need the bow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the hook shot in my hand. So you'll notice right now Link's carrying the hook shot.
Yes.
I'm going to walk up to this sign, and I'm going to hit stick, and I'm going to read the sign immediately after hitting stick.
Okay.
Now you might notice that Link still has the hook shot in his hand.
Yes.
Well, visually, he still has the hook shot in his hand. Mechanically, he has the Deku stick in his hand. So when I pull a Deku stick, you notice it just kind of appears instantly.
Yes.
This is called extended stick. Or I'm sorry, this is called action swap. And you can actually use it to shoot fire arrows without the fire arrow. But we're going to use it for something different. I'm going to set the stick on fire. And you might notice that the stick is kind of going in the ground now.
Yes.
And you notice if I do this, that stick is really long. And that stick is just going to keep... it's just going to keep growing infinitely. Until it's...
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of poke around with the stick. And I'm going to hit that owl statue with the stick from over here.
I noticed.
Now, there's something... Now, you might think, well, why'd you do that? You can just walk down there and hit the owl with your sword. Well, let's go check on that. So if I walk down here, owl statue's not hit. It's still inactivated. But if I walk back up here, oh, no, that owl's clearly spreading his wings. So that's a hit owl
what
statue.
does it do?
So what I have done is I've hit what's called the hidden owl statue. That owl statue that you're seeing right now and the statue that's actually in South Clocktown are two completely separate owl statues.
Oh.
That is just a random owl statue that the developers placed in the game specifically to make it look like you're seeing that owl statue from West Clocktown. You're never supposed to be able to activate that owl. So now something really weird happens because I've hit an owl statue, which is going to tell the game you're allowed to play Song of Soaring. Because normally if you don't hit an owl statue and you try to play Song of Soaring, it's just like, you don't have Song of Soaring, you can't play this. But I have hit an owl. but the owl that I've hit doesn't have a warp point. So when it pulls up the map, it's going to be like, well, you don't have any warp points. Where do I put my cursor on? Well, luckily, I'm going to get into some real nerd talk here. The index value that the game uses to store where your cursor is on the owl warp screen is shared with the index value of where your cursor is on the map screen. So if I put my cursor on, let's just say Clocktown, for instance, exit out of the map and play Song of Soaring, it's going to say, well, you've hit an owl statue, so I'll pull up the map, but I don't know where to put the cursor, so we'll just use the map icon. And they're not one-to-one, so it's not like if I put my cursor on the Clocktown map, it's not going to take me to Clocktown. In this case, it's going to take me to Milk Road. So now if I hit A, I soar to Milk Road. Even though if you notice, I have never actually been to Milk Road this playthrough.
Oh.
I've never been here. I've never hit the owl statue. So effectively, by placing my cursor on specific points on the map, I can warp anywhere in the game, even if I've never been there before.
Oh, that's amazing.
That is called index warp. And that's how we're going to get a lot of places, actually. In fact, just for fun, before we reset the cycle. Oh, ignore that.
What was that?
So I'm playing on something called the debug ROM, just in case something goes wrong with the recording. And it was because of what I had loaded. In the debug ROM, they bind C-stick down to Moonjump. And so I was trying to play the Song of Soaring, which is C-stick down, C-stick left, C-stick up, but I have to hit Z for down, not C-stick down, or I moonwarp. So you might notice I just warped to Stone Tower Temple.
Yes, but we've never been here.
We have never been here. We are very far away from ever being here. You know what? I think I'm gonna do something fun while I'm here.
All right, let's do it.
I think this calls for a little bit of exploration. So, first trick I'm gonna do. If you're familiar with Stone Tower Temple, you need Elegy of Emptiness, which makes clones of you. You have to basically put a clone of you on each of these switches so they're all held down at once. We're not gonna do that, ever. We're probably actually
put pots down.
No. We're actually not ever even gonna get Elegy. I'm gonna catch a fairy in a bottle. So now you'll notice Link is carrying this bottle in his hand. And that's very important because I'm going to stand on this switch, and that just pulls the closest block to me. And then what I'm going to do is save state, because if I screw up this glitch, I actually can't do it anymore until I rewarp back here. It's kind of annoying. And I screwed it up. Oh, come on. There we go. So, you know the cutscene that happens when you pop a fairy?
Yes.
Time kind of stops. Nothing can actually activate.
Sure.
I interrupted that cutscene by holding shield, but time is still stopped. I'm still in the fairy dumping cutscene, but I'm able to move around. This is a glitch called time stop. With this glitch, you notice I stepped off the switch, but the platform didn't go back.
Yes.
So I can run over to this platform, cancel the glitch, and just ride it back on over here. And the game freaks out for a second. It's like, wait, you're not here.
That's amazing.
So we just ride it to glory, right into Stone Tower Temple. And let's go get light arrows.
Okay. Are we fighting a boss?
Yes, technically. So... Alright, so we get here. We drop the bomb. We roll. We do that. We put on Zora Mask. And we clip right through the wall.
Nice.
Yeah,
You
so
got,
you probably...
minutes until
Yeah.
this is done.
Yeah, I just realized I also don't have a key, so I can't actually do this. Oh, I can actually do this. No, we're not dead yet. Oh yeah, and don't worry, we got literally all the time in the world. So we're gonna come up here, we're gonna get grabbed by this hand. And he's gonna very kindly throw us up here to this chest.
Nice.
That's going to contain a small key.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Ooh, and then we're gonna blow ourselves up. We're gonna kill the hand. And we're gonna pop right back on in here.
I do like the swimming physics they've added for the Zords.
Oh yeah, swimming is so good in this game. That was actually one of the things they screwed up in the 3D version. They made swimming not good.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you mess that up in a better version?
You have to be using magic to swim fast, otherwise you swim slowly.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Why would you use magic to have a skill that you would naturally have?
Right.
I disagree
All right.
with this.
So, yeah, I apologize, by the way. You've probably seen some very weird cuts. None of this was planned. I'm kind of just I'm kind of just doing this off the top of my head. I need to slow down time.
How long does it slow it down?
It slows it down by I think like a third.
What happens if you play it several times in a row?
Yeah, you only do it once. It toggles. Yeah.
Dang.
Wish you could just stop time. I mean, technically you can. In that time stop glitch I had going, you do actually stop time. Like the, are you kidding me, bro? Come on. Okay, listen here. Don't mind me being bad at the trick that I do most in the game. So we're gonna do something that might be worth speeding up rather than. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill these guys first. Might be worth speeding up rather than skipping, but we'll talk about that in post. Whatever. Cheese it. So, oh, that's right, yeah. So technically you could do this without instant blast mask. This is called ground hovering. Well, I call it ground hovering. I think its official name is actually staircase hovering, but it's hovering off the ground. Because a thing about hovering is if you... Oh, hello, Mr. Negeron. If you are too close to the ground during a hover, Link will just pop back down to the ground immediately. So we don't want that to happen, so we've got to get some height first, which usually takes 2 hovers. Got to concentrate on this a little bit. Which you don't normally have with a bomb. You don't have time to do 2 bombs. So you can do a bomb and then a blast mask hover. Oh, I've never... Okay. Didn't practice this, so this might take a couple tries. Yeah, like that. But I'm just gonna cheese it with 1 blast mask cover.
I am thoroughly entertained. Like, if you lovely folks out there that are watching this, if you like to see, I think your aim is off because you're at a corner.
Yeah, it's again, all impromptu. Didn't practice this. There we go. I swear to God, if you knock me off, I'm gonna have a rat for dinner. Okay. And then that, and then just do that. And that's how you get through Stone Tower with Nobo. You also could have, by the way, just Deku Mask flown across that, but that's no fun. Alright, so now let's do this, admittedly probably going to be pretty annoying boss fight with just the Kokiri sword, but we'll make it work.
Does your bomb mask work on him?
Probably. I don't know how much damage that'll do, though.
I mean, if you can spam it, it does as much damage as you can.
Okay, wow. I actually got hit by this guy. Imagine being this bad at video games.
Why is your mask not on?
Oh, right. Alright, fine. You can only hit him once, apparently, with it.
He probably has something to prevent it.
You know what? We're here, man. We're already doing all this crazy stuff. Why not kill him with blast mask?
Heck yeah.
Really? Did you just shield a bomb? Well, I say as someone who constantly shields bombs. It's really annoying. When you're targeting him, you can't use blast mask, so I've got to be a little sneaky about this.
I think that worked.
Yep. It did.
How do you know his health bar?
You don't. I just know... I know with certain swords he takes 4 hits. Obviously not with blast mask. There we go.
We killed him without using a sword.
Yep.
What did he give?
So he's about to give me a treasure chest. that I'm standing on. Nice.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
I've actually never seen that either. So, this treasure chest. The final elemental arrow before we even have bow. Yay! Unfortunately, if you try to shoot it, you just get disappointed.
Aww.
Yeah. So yeah, this is quite an inventory if you ask me.
What's our time?
28 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. So I think we're going to end this video on a failed attempt to play Song of Time. Do do do. Do 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 do. All right.
Man, this cutscene gets me every time. Looks like something that I'd see in like Nier Automata.
Yeah.
Which is a game that I'll probably do as well. That's a really, really good game.
I've actually wanted to play that game.
I have it on Xbox. It's awesome.
Hey, and now you'll notice the tracker updated. It's supposed to update live. It seems to only update when I play Song of Time, but no, whatever. I can't complain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
that's a weird thing.
It is. So now I think that's probably a good place to call it for this episode while I actually figure out what I want to do next episode.
All right, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have enjoyed the mess having you guys here with us, exploring Lonk's Wild Ride. The Wild Ride will continue. We are going to pull up some more stuff to do, and we will kick it off next time. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, I almost forgot to end this correctly.
See you, everybody.